All right, let's go through and fire each one of these up and listen to them run for just a minute. And what I'll do is I'll fire it up. I'll turn the wheels back and forth and see if we can get some RPMs out of it, things like that. Not necessarily going to drive it, and I do want to remind everyone that these machines did sit for quite a while, so they might not sound, they might stumble a little bit in terms of, because the carburetors probably do need to be clean, but this is something that you would probably experience if you're buying a machine from an estate or somebody that just quit using it, things like that. So here we go. So this is the 1985 with the replacement P218. I'm trying to remember. There we go. The neutral switches on these tend to be kind of sticky. So I'm not sure if you saw a little puff on startup, but that was there. So I think the low hydraulic fluid is causing some of the steering wheel issues. See if we can get some RPMs out of it. It's blowing a little bit of smoke. Walk around here and then get a little bit more in the sunlight. So this definitely got a little bit of smoke. Not bad though. We'll eventually test the compression on all these. Clutch needs to be adjusted, if you can hear that. Overall, it sounds pretty good. Panels are rattling, things like that. By any chance the lights work? Nope. Two of the headlights work. All those dim headlights. So there's number one. Now this is the 1990, which means it has a brake switch, so you gotta sit in the seat for this one. So we'll go ahead and sit in the seat. Brake switch. That hood really doesn't want to stay in. So this one started up, sounded a little bit different than the other P218. It did smoke a little bit. But overall, it sounds really good to start with. Oh, does not like throttle. That's probably just a dirty carb. And I do have to use the choke to get it started. So some of these symptoms may just very well be a dirty carburetor. But it is just sitting here and smoking. I'm not sure if you can see that, but... Oh yeah, that's a good smoker. RPMs are set low. So this one's definitely a smoker. We'll do some walk around video of it. I mean, it sounds good at idle. Clutch sounds good. But it's definitely got some smoking issues. We'll see if we can get a better video of it over here. So we know this one right here has got some smoking issues, probably low compression. Doesn't sound like it's necessarily got the power that others have so far. So this is also a 1991, so it's going to have a brake switch. That smoke on startup's my fault. I had to choke out. So here, we'll try that again, since that was my fault. Maybe it does need to choke. So this one's got some idling problems, but that's probably due to the carburetors being dirty. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it over to reserve fuel, and yeah, it's just a dirty carb based on that right there, pulling the choke out. So let's see if we can give it a little juice. Uh-oh. Hey, the brake switch disconnected. Now a little bit more of that is black smoke compared to... I think we just lost our throttle. Huh, that's interesting. I hear a knock. Hey, that's going to be fun to diagnose. So this is probably the worst engine so far. This one's definitely got a knock to it. So far, our best engine is the first one here. Now this one, starter doesn't engage, so it doesn't run. Never heard that one run. All right, and then the last one, this is mine. Now after it's sat for so long, I have no earthly idea what the smoke looks like, but it does smoke after it's sat for a while, but we'll see. My carburetor is probably a little dirty because I put maybe 5 hours on this thing in the last 3 years. So see how it's cleared up the first couple rounds. So we still have to test the compression, but I gotta fix that. We still got to test the compression, but overall I think that this 85 on the end probably has the best engine, followed by this one. And keep in mind that they've all got dirty carburetors, so you know, you're not really sure what you're getting into with the dirty carburetor and how that's affecting performance, etc. But we'll dig into all of that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this 83 right here. Being an 83, it's got 4-port steering. Just not excited about it overall. So I don't even know if I'm going to attempt to fix this one. I might just take it apart and do a kind of a taking apart disassembly series. You know, just from there. I don't know on that one. But these three we'll definitely work on, along with the 322. And, you know, we'll make it a fun project. At least we'll, if you have questions, leave them in the comments, because it'll probably be a couple weeks before I get to these. And what I'll do is I'm just going to bring one of these in at a time. We're going to label the 85 is going to be number 1, the 1990 is going to be number 2, and the 1991 is going to be number 3. And so we'll probably I'll just label them as that. And I don't know if we'll do them in order, but we're going to do 1, 2, 3 at some point. And then the 83 on the end, I'm not really sure about. So But that's it for this video. If you have questions, leave them below. That way you have, hopefully this set of 3 videos has provided a really good comparison on you know, kind of what you look for. I think that ultimately, in my mind, I would probably buy the 85 first, the 90 second, and the 91 third. And how does that end up with hours? Let's see here. I want to say this one had 1107. Dog says hi. 1103, and this one was like 1500, right? Yeah, 1517. So overall, I think these two, all 3 of them are pretty close, and I think ultimately in the end, I think they would all be, you know, halfway decent machines once you get digging through them. But hour wise, these 2 are the lower hour units. But it shows you that, you know, the extra 400 hours on this one doesn't put it too far behind this one right here. And the 1100 hours on this one, it's already had a replacement engine. So what was it? Was it taken care of beforehand? This one's got a leaky steering cylinder. This one has a really, really nice steering cylinder. Hydraulics seem to work. You know, cosmetically, it probably looks the best of all of the machines except the one, mine on the end, but it probably has the worst engine. So what would happen if we took the 97 engine from the 85 here and put in our 91? So hopefully this video was helpful. If you got questions, comments, leave them below. And thanks for watching.